everybody, welcome back to another episode of Throwback Thursday. On Thursday nights, typically we do something older. Today we're going back to 2015, and we're opening a jumbo box of Bowman with 3 autograph cards in it. You see Rusty Castillo on the front of the box, along with Carlos Rodon. Of course, Rodon would go on to have a great career. He's still around. Castillo would go on to be the highest paid ever minor league player, and he's gone now. He was actually paid by the Red Sox to not make the major leagues. I think they paid him like $67 million just to sit in the minors because they didn't want to add him to their roster and have to pay a luxury tax. But he was a good player in the minors. But anyway, let's get into this. Bowman, here we go. This one is going out to Matt Mira. He's got this one in the bag, and he's sponsoring this. If you'd like to sponsor a video like this one and get your name on a card, check us out on our Patreon page. We sell all of our spots on Patreon for our YouTube videos and YouTube Team Break Tuesdays. And we also have the Saturday Night Box Wars, which will be back this Saturday, where the lowest numbered card takes it all. All right, here we go from Matt. Best of luck to you. Start out with this one now. 2015 Bowman. It's an interesting year. There is a grand total of 300 cards in the set. There is 150 veteran and rookies. And there's 150 prospects. The box price, super cheap. This might be one of the cheapest Bowman releases around. You can grab a box of these for about $160 to $175 or so on eBay. For a jumbo box with 3 autos, I mean, nowadays, hobby boxes are going to be like, when 2025 Bowman comes out, I would not be surprised if we're paying almost $300 for just a hobby box. Jumbos will probably be $500. But it's a really nice, cheap way. Now, 2015 Bowman is probably, it's got to be in my top 5 for my least favorite designs ever. It's awful. Look, do you even see the name? It's right there. It's a super small font. You really can't even see it. There's Jared Saltalamacchia to start it off. It is right up there with 2021 tops for awful designs. We got Jacob deGrom right there. There's Xavier Scruggs. He is still around in the space. He's an analyst for MLB Network Radio. And we've got Trevor May. He's not retired. That's his rookie card. Trevor May. Shout out to him. He's got a YouTube channel. And does pretty good stuff over there. I like the chromes. The chromes, you can actually see the name. You can't see the names on the papers at all. They're somewhat impossible to see. So we've got Juan Herrera right there. There's Marco Gonzalez and Mike Yastrzemski, first Bowman chrome. The best auto that I'm looking for here is I'm trying to find a Rafael Devers. That would be the best card. We'll see if we can find a Rafi in this. And we've got our first autograph. It's Jordan Luplow. Luplow would go on to make the big leagues, play with the Pirates, play with the Guardians. He mashed left-handed pitching for a little while, made him valuable, but I think he's probably out of baseball now. I kind of want to look him up. But he did have some big league experience. Jordan Luplow right there. He's a beast in batting practice. I used to go to all the BPs, and he would put on a pretty good show. Definitely had some power. Got Jose Reyes right there. With the big poppy, David Ortiz, wrapping up pack number 1 on this super wintry Thursday. Tell you what, I didn't have school today. So, I remember we were talking about this on Whatnot last night. There's Manny Machado about the possibility of not having school. Got the call at like 5 a.m. School was canceled. My kids' school was canceled. All the schools around here were canceled because of cold weather and snowy conditions. And I had no problem getting your Whatnot packages out in the mail today. But anyway, let's see what else we got. In this next one, there's Jose Berrios on the prospect card. And we are going to have a Jose Abreu Icy parallel right there. We got a mini of Bradley Zimmer. It's a Shimmer mini right there. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, almost impossible to see the names on some of these cards. Jose Valdez right there. If anything, I hope Topps realizes in the future, make the names so you can actually read them. 2021 was just an absolute travesty. Their size 4 font names, they got the same deal going on here. So one autograph down right now. Tonight, I know it's Thursday, but Sophia is upstairs waiting for me, and we're going to spend some time together tonight. So instead of doing an auction tonight, have a little movie date upstairs. There's a Javi Baez. So instead, for the channel members, I got something special for you in place of the auction tonight. And also, the channel members, you're all invited to the next Saturday Showdown too this Saturday, so we'll get you in there for that. But I wanted to let you know that there's colors read on first. Bowman, for the channel members, we have the gender reveal of our child tonight on the channel. It'll only be viewable to the channel members. There's Mike Yastrzemski. We've got a Jack, I can't read the name, Jack Reinheimer. It's a purple. Barely can make that one out. It's numbered to 250. Brandon Finnegan right there. And we'll see what else we have the rest of the way. Yes, super cheap boxes for a Bowman Jumbo. There's good old Phil Hughes. For a while, Phil was, I guess, in the baseball card scene. I haven't heard much about him for a while. I remember he came after me and trashed me just out of nowhere. Said something about my microphone or something like that, or I don't know, something like that. But, hey, I guess it's pretty cool to be talked about by a big leaguer, right? Victor Martinez. And we'll see what else. There's Anthony Rizzo. We've got Aaron Sledgers. I don't even remember him. A lot of these guys never really made it that far. 2015, just I guess a down year for prospects. Bowman is very streaky. Some years of Bowman will be extremely valuable, like 2019 Bowman. And then you'll have other years like 2015, 2021 that are just kind of rough. There's Ben Revere. This looks like a black to 499. We got a visitor.
Hi, I'll go to bed.
Okay.
Good night, love you.
Love you too.
See you.
Ready for school tomorrow? Everything ready for school tomorrow?
Yeah, everything's ready.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Okay.
Good night.
Love you.
Love you too. There's Albert Almora. Johnny Cueto. Every time I see Cueto, I automatically think of the best, I think it was the best moment I've ever seen in person in a baseball game. Johnny Cueto on the mound. Russell Martin at the plate. And it was the wild card game at PNC Park in 2013. It was so loud. People chanting Cueto in a mocking tone. I have never heard anything that loud. And then Cueto dropped the ball, which made everyone in the stadium think that we had gotten under his skin. And then he drops the ball, and the very next pitch, he gives up a mammoth home run to Martin. And the crowd, it was absolutely bonkers. Here we have Teoscar Hernandez, first Bowman Chrome. That's a good one right there. Hernandez had a great year with the Dodgers this past year. Schwarber, prospect card. Good old Schwarby right there. He would go on to have his rookie card the next year. And we've got another one of these little shimmer cards. It's Gary Sanchez. Juan Gonzalez. Little throwback right there. Rookie flashback. I wonder how rare those are. Rookie flashback card. That's pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of those legendary first Bowman refractors of Sandy Koufax and Lou Gehrig they have out there. Let me see if I can figure what this out, or figure out what this really is. Set checklist. I'm using a checklist, obviously, from 2015, so might not be all that complete. I don't see anything. Darn it. Juan Gonzalez. Okay, I think I found it. Rookie Recollections is what they call it. So I just had the wrong name. This is the Rookie Recollections. There is one per hobby box. So you get one of those per box. It's a nice little list. Juan Gonzalez is on there with Carlos Baerga, Frank Thomas, Bernie Williams, John Olerud, Moises Salou, and then Marquise Grissom. Remember the Pirates used to have Moises Salou. I was very mad when I found out that we had Moises Salou and we traded him away. Moises Salou would go on to become a pretty big-time star. relatively speaking, had a great career. Here we go with our next one, Jed Jerko. Future Hall of Famer Zach Greinke right there. Jorge Soler has had some great seasons. His rookie card is in there. Got Austin Jackson. Shin-Soo Choo, who actually just retired. He hasn't been in the big leagues forever, but he went over, I think he went back to Korea and played like another 10 years or something like that. I think he actually finally just hung him up in his mid-40s. Willie Adames first. That's a good card right there on the Adames. And let's see what else we got. We got a shimmer of Renato Nunez and another blue shimmer of Clint Frazier. Frazier's a really sad story. Number to 150 right there on that Frazier. Clint Frazier, of course, once a top prospect, looked really good, looked like he had all the promise. And then Christian Walker, decent rookie there, but concussions ruined his career. He's out of the big leagues, still trying to make it. He's like an independent ball, playing with a bunch of like 18-year-olds now. We'll see if he can ever come back. It's kind of sad how some players deal with stuff like that. Just their big-time star, big-time potential, and then next thing you know, what happened to him? Remember, another one reminds me of a guy that had some head issues was Austin Meadows. There's Ozzie Albies' first Bowman Chrome. There's a good one. That's one of the better ones you can find in this. We got another Ozzie Albies on the paper, so paper and chrome in the same pack right there. We got Monte Harrison there as well. Some of these names are so tough to find. Then I got to go like this and we get the big spotlight on the cards. Archie Bradley, without the big old beard that he became known for. Nice early Aaron Nola. Joey Votto, Jock Peterson rookie, was once one of the better cards in this set. Mookie Betts on the second-year card. And Matt Carpenter. A little over halfway through the box. We only found one auto so far. The other two are still left. So there's still a lot of potential in this box. We got Aramis Ramirez, former Pirate right there. Former Pirate twice. We had him when he was a young, budding star and traded him away for nothing. One of the worst trades ever. Complete salary dump because Pirates didn't even want to pay his arbitration years. And then they got him back later on in his career. He was still half decent for a little while. It was nice to see him back. There's Nick Gordon, who graced the cover of 2014. Raisel Iglesias, former closer there. And what do we got here, Matt Mira? You've got a printing plate. A one-of-one printing plate of number 17. You know the names are impossible to read. Now there's no chance. I can't even see it on there. It's not even printed since it's in foil. But we have the printing plate. I think it's Shin-Soo Choo, number 17. We talked about him earlier. And it is going to be Shin-Soo Choo. Former All-Star right there with the Cleveland Indians back in the day. That's pretty awesome right there. So the Choo, Shin-Soo, imagine him being a baseball card collector and looking for this card for years. And it's just been sitting in a box for the last 9 years. Man, that's awesome. Matt Mira with the one-of-one. So we'll take it, Matt, with some more good luck. That would have been crazy if that was like an Ozzie Albies first Bowman one-of-one. There's Rusney Castillo, rookie, right there. You can do some research about his career. He did get I think he got a cup of coffee in the major leagues, but he was paid to stay away so that the Red Sox wouldn't have to pay that luxury tax. There's Michael Taylor, rookie card, most recently of the Pirates. He's pretty much on the downside of his career right now. Jose Abreu as well. R.A. Dickey, one of the last knuckleballers that we've seen. Need to get some more knuckleballers around here. Still looking for our next autograph. It's Teoscar Hernandez once again. We'll sleeve that one up. And we'll see what else we can find. We've got a purple of Orlando Arcia right there. And it's the autograph. Orlando Arcia made it to the big leagues. So it's not a bum auto right there. Both players so far have big league experience. It's numbered to 250. So we'll take it. Orlando Arcia back then of the Milwaukee Brewers. Nice on-card auto right there. And still around. So I want to look up Jordan Luplow, though. Let's see if he's still around. RC, I'm looking at his stats right now. He's been in the league. He's been in the league 9 years now. He broke in the next year after 2015. 2016 as a 21-year-old. And overall, kind of a below-average player, 242 average, 87 home runs, but 737 hits, career WAR of 5.0. Hasn't done too much, but fills the gaps. Let's look up Jordan Luplow. Where's he at? I'm curious on these autos that we've pulled. Jordan Luplow, he didn't play in the big leagues last year. Last appearance for him was in Minnesota, bouncing around. Can I see his minor league stats? Let's see if he played last year in the minors. Jordan Luplow, is the dream still alive for Luplow? He did play for the Philadelphia Phillies AAA team last year. Hit 255 with 10 home runs. He's 30 now, so Luplow's clock starting to get a little long. There's Colin Moran. Tyler Naquin had some good moments with the Indians. There's Andrew McCutchen. Everybody loves Kutch. Edwin Encarnacion and his little parrot. Remember when he would go around the bases after hitting a home run, he'd pretend like there was a parrot on his arm. Interesting fella right there. And we're down to our last 3 packs in this Bowman box. There's Adrian Gonzalez, another Javi Baez. Unfortunately, Javi Baez doesn't even deserve a sleeve anymore. He was probably the worst player in the big leagues last year. And I'm not even kidding. Like, Tim Anderson was bad. But Javier Baez, if he didn't have that big contract with the Tigers, which I think they still owe him another 2 or 3 years of salary, which is really rough, just based off of what he did. Javi Baez was a negative WAR player, wins above replacement, negative 1.1, meaning having him on the roster made the Tigers lose 1 full game in the standings. His on-base percentage was .221. His batting average was .184. He only had 6 home runs in almost 300 at-bats. And his OPS plus, which 100 is, league average, was 46, meaning he was 54% worse than league average. Terrible season. And this is a good one right here. We've got a Christian Walker, so all 3 of the autos are big league ready names. Guys that are still around. Luplow's still trying to make it. He's been in the big leagues before. And Christian Walker's a really good player. Look at his stats. He had 26 home runs last year. So he's got some pop. He had 36 as a career high in 2022. 147 career home runs. This is a good player right here. So a Christian Walker rookie refractor auto. That's the best one in the box. Outside of the 1 of 1, it's numbered to 499. So, Matt, congrats on getting 4 at least semi-relevant players. You could have been getting like a Victor Alcantara auto along with, some other random guys that we've never heard of before. So it worked out. Not a bad box at all for 2015 Bowman. This box has been a winner. And that's why, the prices of these boxes are low. I want to say that a hobby box of Bowman from 2015 is under 100. Probably like $90. You get 1 auto in one of those. We got Jacoby Jones. Used to be high on him for a little bit. Had some promise with the Tigers for a little while. And here we go, Raffy Devers. He's got the best autograph. I looked at the autograph checklist, checking out everything, seeing if we had any big names in those auto checklists. And looked to me like Devers was the best. There's Raul Mondesi, little shimmer card right there. Those aren't numbered. Matt Whistler. You know what? Speaking of the worst players in MLB, maybe I should give Anthony Rendon a little look because he's awful too. He was somehow better OPS plus wise than Javi Baez, although Anthony Rendon hit 218 last year. Okay. So better than Baez. Baez hit 184. 206 at-bats, so he had like 70 less at-bats than Baez. But his home runs, Anthony Rendon signed a massive contract after the Nationals won the World Series, and the Nats had to decide, what do we do? Do we keep Strasburg? Do we give a bunch of money to Soto? What do we do to keep this team together? So the Nationals, they gave a bunch of money to Strasburg. That didn't work out. Strasburg didn't even really pitch for them ever again, outside of a handful of appearances, and blew his arm out. Anthony Rendon went to L.A., and that contract's been awful. The LA Angels paid him $38.5 million last year to hit 0 home runs. Literally 0. It's been an awful contract the whole time for the most part. He has not been able to stay healthy. He's been a really crappy player on the field. He's been a crappy player all around. He has not even hit double-digit home runs in any season since 2019. He was an all-star with the Nationals. They win the World Series. He hits, 34 home runs. Ever since, he has not even hit double-digit home runs. What an awful contract. Angels fans, I know you all hate this guy, so I know I'm ragging on him a little bit. He even got into a confrontation with a fan. Some fan was like, "You suck." And I got to go back and look at the video, but I'm pretty sure that Rendon may have gripped him up. I'm sure you can find that somewhere on YouTube. Anthony Rendon confronts fan, something like that. Here's our last pack for Matt. Overall, it's been a good box. We got Mike Trout. Always good to see Mike Trout. This was Mike Trout's heyday. The middle 2010s, man, he was just on fire. MVPs or runner-up MVP every single year. We got Eric Hosmer. 2015 was the year of the Royals as they would win the World Series over the Mets. There's Zach Wheeler, early Zach Wheeler card. And we'll see what else we got in these last few cards here. Reese McGuire, he's still around. I think he's been kind of turning into a journeyman backup catcher at this point. Another Raffy Devers. We've got our second icy. It's going to be Jose Peraza right there, a mini of Avery Romo. I wonder who the last card's going to be. I'm going to call Clayton Kershaw. Let's see. All right, here we go. Bryce Harper. Yan Gomes. It's not going to be Kershaw. It looks like it's going to be an Oakland A. Justin Turner, and it's going to be Josh Reddick. So, Matt, thank you very much for sponsoring this video. Next week on Throwback Thursday, we'll have some 2019 Bowman Chrome. So for those of you that picked up 2019 Bowman Chrome Master Boxes, I'll have that for you next week. So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go and head upstairs, and I will also put the members-only video of the gender reveal. Is it a boy? Is it a girl? You'll find out tonight if you're a channel member. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Good night, everybody.